Dragon Ball Daima Episode 1 just released today. Look at the animation on this, boys. This is the new Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is alive, and I am blown away at the artistic quality of this new Dragon Ball anime. Dragon Ball Daima, absolutely clean and polished as heck. They had way more time to prepare for this anime than Super, and it shows. They blessed us with all of these retellings of all the old amazing fights, and they redrew all of it, and it looks so unimaginably good. I mean, I am very, very impressed. They've done it. They've absolutely done it. So tons of combat in this episode, lots of new characters, and lots to talk about. So they start out the beginning of the episode showing Goku and basically going through his whole story. And they even give us this kind of like redrawn Dragon Ball style, but like with the new filter. It looks amazing. Now they start showing us all the old villains, all redrawn and look beautiful. We got Bardock and Goku. We got Goku doing a crazy Kamehameha. We got Cell with unbelievable shading, and same with Boo. I mean, there's so many creamy shots in this episode. Like, as a Dragon Ball fan for 30 years, I was loving it. But you can tell that Dragon Ball Daima is definitely targeted towards a newer generation that didn't grow up with Dragon Ball, and that's why they're giving us Chibi and they're retelling all of these stories. So they're trying to bring everybody into Daima, old and new audiences. We'll see if it works. So now we get over to the story of the new Demon King. His name is Goma, and the Kai that looks like the Kai that we know, his name is Dagesu, and he also has a sister with him who's also an evil Kai. And they're looking through like the timeline, so they're in the Demon Realm, and we get a lot of explanations of the Demon Realm. We learn that Dabura was the king, and his father, Dabura's father, was named Abura, and he was the Demon King before Dabura, and all the Demon Kings wore this like special third eye crown that gives you ultimate power. In any case, these guys are watching all of Dragon Ball Z essentially, and they're seeing that all of their enemies from the Demon Realm have been killed by Goku and company. So Babidi is gone, Majin Buu was killed, but he's a good guy now, and Dabura was killed by Majin Buu. So all of the enemies, or all the strongest people, I guess, from the Demon Realm are gone, and that makes Goma the new Demon King. Although he doesn't seem very threatening by any means, being able to turn everyone into children, you know, he's gonna have a better chance, I guess, but it doesn't really seem too strong. In any case, it was just marvelous to be introduced to these new characters while we get flashbacks of original Dragon Ball Z redrawn and recomposited, and it just looks amazing. Like, it just looks like a dream. It's beautiful. So it turns out there is yet another set of Dragon Balls in the Demon Realm. So now we have the Namekian Dragon Balls, the Super Dragon Balls, the Earth Dragon Balls, the Cerulean Dragon Balls, and now we also have the freaking Demon Dragon Balls. But they can't use those Wish because they need to make a Dark Wish, whatever that means. I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll find out eventually. I think essentially what this is telling us is that they'll use the Earth Dragon Balls, turn Goku and everybody into kids, and for whatever reason, Goku and company, maybe they'll have to go to the Demon Realm and use these Dark Dragon Balls to return them back to normal at the end of the show. And we know who is guarding the Dragon Balls, these new androids. They're named Tamagami, and they're apparently insanely strong. So probably won't get to fight them till Goku and company come to the Demon Realm in search of the Dark Dragon Balls, but I am all for it. So we also have the new Kai's sister, and she is up to something mischievous. She even escaped the Demon Realm on her own without telling anybody, and I have a feeling that she potentially may become the main villain. She may take over. It seems like she's gonna backstab Goma at some point. She seems kind of unreliable and sneaky, and something's gonna happen with her for sure. So as they're talking about the Demon Dragon Balls, he says, I doubt a black wish like eliminating them would be accepted. So what is a black wish? Does that just mean a wish from the black Dragon Balls, or does it have to be an evil wish? I'm not sure on that yet. Apparently there's also some sort of crown called the Evil Third Eye that all the Demon Lords, the Demon Kings wear, and so I'm guessing that Goma at some point will get this crown and he'll power up and become actual threatening villain, maybe even growing into an adult like Dabura or something like that. Dagesu asks for one of the wishes, but I don't think Goma's gonna give it to him, and I have a feeling that Dagesu will actually turn on him because of this. I mean, he does seem more powerful. Like, he's a Kai, he seems more powerful than Goma, so I'm not really sure why he's following him so much. His sister doesn't really seem to follow him as the king, so there's gonna be some interaction and treachery coming. Also super interesting, there is 3 demon worlds and more Majin, guys. So expect that we're gonna get more Majin Boos in this series, and if Goku's a kid, that's gonna be really, really tough for him. Now this guy's name is Goma. He will be coming in the next episode. Seems like he is going to listen to this whole conversation. He has a problem with it, and maybe he'll help Goku and company. But now we're gonna go over to a different part of the demon realm where we see one of the Tamagami who is protecting a Dragon Ball, and we're introduced to a brand new Namekian. This guy's name is Neva, and he is extremely old, and he's a demon. As we find out in this episode, Namekians are demons. They're from the demon realm. That was a huge shocker. Did not expect that, but because they have pointy ears, they're from the demon realm. And yeah, I mean, they did call Piccolo the Demon King Piccolo, but this is a retcon or new information. They never before have said that Namekians are demons. So we see this giant fish thing. They take a spaceship through it, and this is how they leave the demon realm. They have to use this kind of like giant fish god thing. And the fish god tells them that Arinsu, the sister of Degetsu, had left before them. So she is definitely off to something suspicious. But now we go over to Trunks' birthday. He is turning 9 years old, and we get the whole crew having a nice little feast with some champagne. And then we get an answer as to why he hasn't gotten older, and Goku tells us that Saiyans don't get their growth spurt till they're 15, and I guess Vegeta never really got one, and Vegeta's like, you trying to fight? But now we also see Kibito and Kai, and they have defused. So they asked Majin Buu to eat them, and when they did, they were able to separate when they were spit out. Kibito saying that Majin Buu's body produces a mysterious gas that can reverse Potara fusion. Interesting. So I guess they're trying to explain some questions here that fans have always had. I know some fans are going to be a little disoriented by, like, you know, this could be considered retconning, but it doesn't bother me too much. Now we go over to the awesome Goku and Vegeta sparring match. This animation was so creamy and good. I just love how their facial expressions change so much. It was a nice, refreshing kind of take, just like how they aren't using any sort of bank animation or anything like that. It seems like every frame they put a lot of love and attention into. Vegeta's blast looks so cool there, and Goku lands the punch on Vegeta's face. But I guess the fight didn't really end there. They keep going, man, and this fight was awesome. I really enjoyed this. It was super high-paced and intense, and Vegeta just looks like, you know, I've had enough, bro. It was really cool. Now we're going to go over to Korin's Tower. Dende and Mr. Popo will be introduced to all of the new characters and the new Namek, Neva the Namek, who hasn't seen a Namek in thousands of years. And yeah, and again, they dropped this ball on us that Namekians are from the demon realm. I find that very strange, but, you know, I guess it could explain some of their powers and their mystery. But this guy Neva, he has crazy powers, okay? Not only can he pull all the Dragon Balls from around the world instantly to him, but if they're stones, he can revive them so that they can make another wish. I mean, this seemingly gives you infinite wishes, and I'm kind of surprised that after they make their 3 wishes, they don't just revive the Dragon Balls and make more. I mean, they could have seemingly infinite wishes. Dende tries to interrupt it. Obviously, he gets karate chopped. He gets judo chopped by the new Kai. And Mr. Popo doesn't stand up for him, just asking him if he wants some juice. Mr. Popo, I've seen you eat a Kamehameha. Go fight! Everybody notices the sky turned black, but the Dragon Balls are supposed to be stone, and that's when the wishes are made to turn all the adults into first graders and the kids into babies. Now, if only he had just made all the adults babies, maybe he would have won his whole quest, but yeah, they're gonna be kids, and he doesn't know how strong Goku is as a kid, which will be his grave mistake. And that's pretty much it for the episode. So we don't get to see Goku and Vegeta as kids yet. They just start transforming at the end. But honestly, I would give this like a 10 out of 10. I mean, it was beautiful to give us all these homages to old Dragon Ball and like redo it in such a beautiful way, but they did a really good job establishing the personalities and the new characters and what the storyline is. They pretty much covered all of the bases that they needed to for the first episode, gave us an extremely clear journey line of how this whole saga, this whole series is going to go, and I'm pretty excited. I just have one major concern, and that's that I hope that the animation quality doesn't drop off after episode 1. This does happen sometimes to anime, but I believe that with Dragon Ball Daima, they've had plenty of adequate time in pre-production, so that shouldn't happen. But if you watched Ninja Kamui recently on HBO, man, the first 3 episodes were godly, and then it just completely turned to CGI trash. I don't know what happened. I don't think that will happen here. I hope it doesn't, but honestly, I was very impressed. I liked it. I can make a lot of videos on this, and I'm going to. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what you thought about the episode. Was it a 10 out of 10 in your opinion? Do you like it, or do you wish we got Moral Arc? Let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next Dragon Ball video.